Date, Wednesday, November 22, 2023, 14:46. Subject, Appeal 43 of 2023 Manningham Housing v. Hussein and Hussein. 2. HHJ Mark Gosnell. Dear HHJ Gosnell, please can Judge Gosnell confirm that he has played no part in my brother Mr. Talib Hassan's kidnap and unlawful abduction on the 8th of August 2023. As a result of me filing appeal number 35 less than 24 hours earlier on the 7th of August 2023. This is the most heinous travesty of justice and a complete perversion of the course and administration of justice where a defendant in ongoing proceedings has simply been disappeared with. I urge Judge Gosnell to be equally outraged at these shenanigans and condemn these abuses of power in now placing my brother's life in clear and present danger. If he has not equally had his services privately commissioned out by Bradford Council as I suspect to railroad a predetermined outcome. Regards Mr. S. Hussein. Date, Wednesday, November 22, 2023, 17:30. Subject, Appeal 43 of 2023 Manningham Housing v. Hussein and Hussein. 2. Bradford County, Inquiries. CC. HHJ Mark Gosnell. DJ Andrew Mitchell. DJ Louise Wilcox. PM Rishi Sunak. Mark Cheeseman. Chief Constable John Robbins. Dear Bradford County Court Inquiries Debbie Barrett. Thank you for your email, but I have not asked questions directly regarding my appeal application to Judge Gosnell, which, as you know, I have now sent in to you in my recent application of yesterday's date. My line of inquiry today has to do with Judge Gosnell's personal involvement in my brother, the second defendant's, unlawful and illegal abduction from my care. I am understandably very vexated and exacerbated at the present situation and the inhumane degradation I and my vulnerable brother are being subjected to. When I called in, as I did yesterday, your staff tell me to put everything in an email. Now when I do as you say I cannot send emails directly and must follow your policies and procedures regarding regulating my communication. Yet those very policies and procedures are designed to be to my detriment and to protect and guard yourself from any incrimination for you to permit judicial fraud and corruption to take place, which you all then subsequently vehemently deny as mere scandalous allegations. There is, however, no speculation to the fact that my brother has now been unlawfully kidnapped from my care for the last 106 days. As a result of me engaging with this farcical process of court proceedings. Just as my mother had previously been murdered as a result of my engaging in the equally farcical court of protection proceedings. And presently my brother is having his human rights violated, whilst you all sit back in your ivory towers protected from the consequences of your debauched lies and corruption. We have now gone way beyond the council's proxy agent, the Housing Association claimant's pathetic claim of unlawful trespass. My vulnerable brother's life is now in imminent danger and everyone shall be brought to account who is knowingly colluding in this evil enterprise. I have been more than patient with all the shenanigans that have taken place on this and previous cases, resulting in the clear murder of my vulnerable mother and now the unlawful kidnap of my vulnerable brother in a cover-up and clean-up operation by Bradford Council. I don't believe I am doing anything fundamentally wrong with my unsolicited direct emails to the judiciary, which I am claiming as a litigant in person with first-hand experience, is committing clear acts of fraud and outright corruption. Unless you can direct me to a piece of legislation or rule of law that prevents me from directly engaging with the judges to put the question of judicial fraud directly to them, then I see nothing wrong in myself directly engaging with the very judiciary that is causing me and my family much harm, alarm and distress. I am certainly not being disrespectful and contemptuous to the courts by making my serious allegations, where there are evidently no safeguards in place to prevent judges from having their services privately commissioned out by the local authority to commit heinous acts of mass terror and murder of civilians and then cover up and clean up. Nay, I would say it is my fundamental civic duty as a citizen of this once great nation to look to expose fraud and corruption when and wherever I may find and see it. My beloved mother's murder shall never be in vain. I have included the Chief of Police, the head of the Public Sector Fraud Authority and the Prime Minister into this email to save you the trouble of reporting me for the crime of cutting out the bureaucratic process of red tape and middlemen and looking to communicate directly with the judge to ask him directly to refute my allegation of his part in ongoing judicial fraud. Any interested observer can now view all my evidence which are publicly available online and can be found on either at the following platforms. https://youtube.com/@brothertalib. https://x.com/talib1960. Regards Mr. S. Hussein, citizen investigator and journalist extraordinaire.